What is up? What is up? What is up, brother? Most High. Welcome back to my channel, Higher Velocity. We're here. I'm just trying to reach the rated speed for my Nitro RC cars and go faster. You know, higher velocities. But we can just call higher velocities, not that complicated. My name's Everlazo. Thanks for tuning in again, brother. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. You know, I'm just trying to not break speed records yet. You know, I'm trying to, get the hang of it and start off by breaking my personal best. And my personal best on this one is on the Menace. I think it's 64 miles an hour, but I didn't capture it on video. But anyway, I want to show you my piece. This is a brand new piece, my Shelf Queen. You know, the one I'm going to show you was supposed to be a Shelf Queen that I bought on eBay, but I'm rebuilding it because unfortunately it wasn't a Shelf Queen. This is all brand new. Carbon fiber parts, all of them I ever found. Front, rear, shock tower mounts, brace, center brace, everything I could find, carbon fiber, and then everything I can find in aluminum. I believe I have everything. I'm not sure, I might be missing a few things. That's okay. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, she's gorgeous. Like the first time I ever heard of the Menace, I was like, 3-speed off-road? I gotta have one. Bro, yo, how much? Oh, man, really? A whole week's? Okay, so this one took me, years to find out the parts. You know, these parts are hard to find. If they are, they're expensive. Anyway, I'll put this away. And I'm going to start off with chassis. Let me show you the manual first, where I'm going to start off right now. See, this is manual. By the way, I hope you're doing good today, brother. And I hope you enjoy this video. I think I did forget some things. Like, I appreciate you tuning in because the views let me know that there are watchers. And I might not know you personally, and some I might know you from Facebook, but overall, sometimes I do forget that all of y'all might be watching, and it does kind of feel lonely, the videos. But I can't let that happen on this one, brother. So shout out to JD Rick. Shout out to all you Schumacher fans out there. I always like to mention the people that got me inspired and I went along with my stuff. Like, for example, Schumacher Menace. Who can I relate with? Just JD, and then other people I can't really recall, but that's okay. You know, Dimitri from Nitro Gang. You know, I saw a video last time on Facebook that he was going to disassemble one. I was like, man, I've been wanting to do my Menace, the other one, put new bearings, new belt and everything. That was supposed to be a Shelf Queen, because the one I'm rebuilding, it's not the one I used to do 50 miles an hour on grass. This I'm going to rebuild afterwards, some other time. But for now, I got to do this one, and then hopefully I can do this in 30 minutes. So I already got some stuff put together. That way I don't take forever, looking for the parts. But let me get this out of the way, because this is not what we need to start with. We need to start with the diffs. And here's the manual. Right, pretty clean. Okay, here's all the parts. I do not know how many parts there is. There is, but there it is. Okay, we're going to start off with the diffs. Even though I know it by memory, how to put them together, I still like to use a manual. That way, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I'm confused. Hold on. Yeah, that neighbor's dog is kind of wild. It messes me up sometimes, but here we go. So the diff on the Fusion, which is the on-road car, and the Menace, they both have the same diffs. Same diffs. Except different belts because it's a little longer. So on the diff, we have two parts, right? The female output and the male output. You know, the one with the sticking out. Alright. We got these two diffs. Then we have to get the washer, you know. And then what we're gonna do is grab the lube, the diff lube. I'm using Traxxas 10K, which doesn't really matter. It's not gonna do anything. What does its job, its suggestibility is the bearings. And the screws that I'll show you in a sec what I mean. So let me try to get this on camera. Put the washer first on the male. Let's put the female down. We don't need her now. Got the width. The output drive, the male output drive, then the washer, and then we have the diff pulley. Diff pulley. Alright, so we're gonna put the diff pulley after we put one bearing, and then we're gonna put a washer, and then we're gonna put the other bearing, and then we're gonna put the pulley the way it's supposed to be. Put some lube. Whoa, 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 whoa. See right here, these holes? That's where the ball bearings are gonna go. And how you can adjust the diff is by just tying them both pieces together. The harder they're together, clamped with the screw, which this is one of the screws that goes in the middle. It determines how much grab it has on the diff. So now I got the pulley, the thing, and now we're gonna put the ball bearings. And I'm gonna pause it and put all the bearings here so I can show you once they're all in there, because it's gonna. Alright, so once I have the diffs ball bearings inside the holes, another washer goes, but you can't really put it in position until, oh man, you can't put it in position until you put on the other side of the drive. And so here we go. The female goes right on top, and then just make sure it can spin around fairly. Well, I do, you know. You don't hear any scraping like now. I can grab the screw, the washer, and tighten it. Right? So right now it's moving freely, nicely, you know, like on-road racing, track racing, where you gotta turn real good. But then on one side it has a 1.5 millimeter grub screw, and then if you loosen that up, it will give more room for this screw to tighten things up in there, and it will tighten it tighter, and then it will lock it, or it will make it harder. So that's how you adjust these ball bearings, for those who don't know. Well, here we go. And that's why I want to do this, so I can show. And now we can continue on with the fences. These pulley fences, one goes on one side, and one of them, and they are named left and right, and left goes on the left side, right goes on the right side. And 9 minutes in, excuse me for that, jeez. Put this away. Okay, what do we have? Chassis. So what we gotta do now is, I already have these, and I glued, tapped 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side to hold it in place. That way next time I can together. Hopefully it doesn't break. But here we go. Brand new belt. Menace belt. If you don't know, it's this one. There you go. A little longer, like I said, than the one for the Fusion. Okay, left side goes on left. And right side goes on right. Okay. Both pulleys, they have fences. Also, they have a dust cap only on one side, where the smaller grub screws at. Not the regular hex screw. The other one, the grub screw. Okay, so once that's on, I got aluminum. What can we call this? Aluminum diff housing. So these ones, the black one, little ones. Whoa! Are diff mounts, right? And they're pretty sensitive. Yeah. Okay, let me put one first. I forgot we could only put one side first. Okay, hopefully I don't forget to do what I need to do to show you what there is to do when you put one of these together. So you gotta have the belt already on there, right? There we go. All together, one diff. Both diffs on the front and rear, they're the same. You know, one thing, if your belt is belt fence, diff fence, right? The fences of your pulley, if they get loose and detached, they scrape this side of the diff housing. So what I'm gonna do now is just put on the screws. Always it's kind of hard to say, but it's easier with the plastic parts. It kind of guides the plastic guides the screw to where it needs, but and then you have metal with metal. Ooh, man. All right, so all right. Whoa, what's going on? All right. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry about the mess. I'm just getting a little nervous. I don't know why, but it's okay. So make sure it's on there and on their place. That way you don't mess things up like I just did. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm trying to tell myself what to do. I kind of do that all the time. So sorry about all this sound and noise. And it might get noisy too because I live with a bunch of kids that are just here sometimes. Anyway. Is that on there right? Yeah. I just need to put on the other screw. Alright, I'm gonna put this last screw on and just show you what's going on. Do the rest off camera. Alright, so we got one pulley on. The other one. You can now put it on. Yep, there we go. Alright, so I don't know if I show, well, here, I'll show it again. That is the new pulleys and fences, and here's this one, the belt. Okay, so I think I have time to put on the, we need to put, so right now, well, like I said, we need to put on Well, I didn't say I got stuck because I couldn't find the bearings. We need to put on bearings, and I got TRB bearings. And see, either Fast Eddie doesn't have them, I go TRB. And one time I was like, hey, does anybody know if TRB stands for Talbot Racing Bearings? Because I remember Kevin Talbot, I used to watch him a lot. Especially when he put nitros. To learn from him. And to have his inspiration. I was like, TRB, Talbot Racing Bearings. Because I remember he mentioned he would sell bearings on eBay. Anyway. Got the new bearings. Let me get the stuff ready and show you how this thing goes. Okay, so I had to think about it twice, and I was like, man, I have to get the new stuff on there. So now I have the idler rollers. Okay, this is what you get. And I'm only going to use one, I believe so. So, I was going to reuse the old one, but I'm playing it safe. Okay, so to put the roller on where the 3-speed shaft goes in here with the housing. So I'm gonna try to not mess this up and not breathe so much and take a little break, coffee break. Am I gonna grease these? Yeah. Alright. So you get bearing on one side, another bearing on the other with the little we can call this, let's see if it has it. Nope, no name. There's no name for this. Y'all know what I mean? That I'll show you where it goes. First, let me grab the housing, put the housing right there. And then the roller afterwards. So what we're gonna do is grab this, this, and put its bearings. Okay, we're gonna put some grease in there, some grease in there. Alright. Okay, grease. Okay, I got the bearings on there. Bearings on one side. And then the bearings on the other. Okay, so this is pretty tricky. What you're gonna do, let me see if I can do it on this side. Alright, let's do this. Alright, take this part out. Hopefully I can get that on camera. Okay, so I was tripping and thought, but I had it right the whole time. Anyways, I always doubt myself. So the belt is pretty complicated. You gotta swing it in there, then swing it out here, and then put the roller, then put the bearing, align it, then bring it up, turn it, twist it, put it back. Grab the other side, fit it on there, and there you go. And see, once it's on there, oh, I hope I got that on camera. So once it's on there, like on one side, whoops, Alright. Let me see if I can get that again. Alright. Sorry to amuse you all. I think I'm going to put this on and then just call it because I got 10 minutes left. So, the belt's on there. I'm going to grab the belt. Stick it in here. Right. Then grab your screw, nut, whatever. That's the wrong side. Put it on there. And then this thing in there. Just turn around, turn it that way. Put the other side on there. Line it up. Scoot it back. And screw it on. So that's about it for that. Now I gotta align everything and I'll get back to you. Alright, so once it's on there and I have the screws on there somewhat with my finger. Grab the Dremel and the drill. Not all the way. That one all the way. So I can fit in the teeth on the pulley, on the belt and the pulley. So what I want to do is just spin it around a little bit, put some pressure right here where the tensioner goes, and then they'll just sit on there, and it's on there. In the beginning with brand new belts, when you have it on there, the card does seem like the brakes are on, so you gotta break in the belt. Once it loosens up, it loosens up, but it's pretty tricky, and I'll get to that point. But for now, since this is on right now I can tighten it. Alright, hang it up high. Here we go. Let's get out. So now we feel the jumping part. That's okay. There's no tension. Alright. Next is going to be, so last but not least, the cover. The cover for the center belt. This is the first piece, and the little notch right there, the hole, lines up to the back where the holder stays or holds. Was it in the front? It's in the front. Alright, so put on the belt, center belt underneath, screw it up, line it up with these two holes that I have there. By the way, I don't think I'm doing a how to build. More like a look, this is what you will be looking for when, if you have one and you haven't taken it apart or you're thinking of buying one. Whoa, careful with that. Okay, so that thing right there that needs to be in place. I believe these are the screws, and if I'm not mistaken, they might not be. What the hell did I just say? The piece that holds it has a hole where that hole goes in that I showed y'all. One thing I do is, if I'm not sure how long is the screw goes in there, I was check that. Yep, this is it. These are it. I like my workspace. I always wanted a workspace that would make me feel like I'm in some kind of assembly line. That's why I have this hanging up there. Oh, I always let go. I adjust my torque by how much I let it spin and how much I'm grabbing it with. To counterattack. Oh, never mind, whatever. Anyway, I need to update, get a better drill. Alright, so that's that. Right? Bottom part. Now let me see if I have time for the top part. Which I do. Let's continue. Now is the cover. Oh, and by the way, I have an aluminum one, which is great. Awesome. You can test aluminum, right? Luckily, I had two of them, and I know I had them. But for this, I think we need to put the tensioner. Do we? Yes, we do. The manual says we do. I mean, I knew it, but you want to see me how long it takes for me to take this off? It's like spring loaded and something. Alright, so I don't think I have the tensioner ready. Yeah, I don't have the tensioner, but I'm just going to continue on there with the next video. But for now, I'm just going to show you. That's it. And I think I'm just going to stop from there. You know? Oh, wow. Did y'all see that? How that easy it came out? So once the tensioner's on, like I said, it places the teeth on the pulley. And that's about it for now. Like I said, and I don't think I said it. Oh, I'm going to say it again. I don't know how many videos it's going to take for me to finish this, but I am going to finish it, and it's going to look something like this. Single speed. I am going to hopefully see if I can use a 22 clutch bell from HPI Savage if I can without removing the top deck or using something else, because this LST2 clutch bell 2-speed, I use it because it has 24 teeth, right? And I'm using the 35 on the other side, but it's aluminum and it's just gonna fail. So I'm hoping to get some gears in the future, but for now I'm gonna try 35 and 20, see how that works. If that doesn't fit, I'll do 40 and 20. Because keep in mind, you know, we got big wheels and I'm only trying to go 50, not 100. So that might work out. I gotta test drive. I still haven't ridden this on the ground because I still need to make a few adjustments. But if all of that goes according to plan, if it works out by it not, you know, wearing off the whole clutch for taking off because it's too heavy or it's too high geared, we'll see. But for now, I just want to say, hope you enjoyed, and hey, I'm getting better at this, and I just want to say I appreciate that you watched to this point. And like always, I hope you have a wonderful day from now on and afterwards and every time. Peace.